Did you know that in
What are three matches?
Alright, we're about to go live in 3, 2, 1, and let's go everyone, here we go. The live stream begins now, so let's go. Good evening everyone, Liberty Arcano here and welcome back on my Twitch channel. How is it going everyone? How's your weekend going so far? So, this is it everyone. Tonight is going to be the 7th and final chapter of the 1999 mod on BioShock Infinite. The 1999 mod run on BioShock Infinite. And I will say we can begin with it just right now. I just wanted to briefly go on Steam, not because I wanted to talk about the upcoming releases. There's going to be plenty of time to do that next Monday before starting the weekly chapter of Screamer. Is that at last, after complaining so much about the fact that my mouse was acting up, my wireless vertical mouse kept malfunctioning because it keeps running on batteries, in the end I decided to finally order a brand new wired mouse and it will be delivered tomorrow. So I'm happy about it. I mean, my vertical mouse has been with me for about 6 years, nearly 6 years by now. I ordered it in May 2020 in the middle of the pandemic after I suffered a carpal tunnel at on my right wrist because I kept using a traditional mouse and getting a vertical mouse was a lifesaver. I quick I got used to it pretty quickly to the point that it was very weird to me very weird for me to briefly go back to traditional mouses. In the very few occasions where I didn't have my vertical mouse not working. The only downside is that since it was a wireless mouse, it constantly required AAA batteries to properly work. So after nearly 6 years, especially in the last 3 years, my mouse would start malfunctioning. Like I could realize that whenever my mouse would start doing random double clicks when they weren't necessary, that's when I knew that the batteries were about to run out of juice. So again and again, I would go and grab a few more batteries, and it will last for about every couple of batteries would last for about 2 or 3 months or so. And it was a bit frustrating when the mouse would stop working properly, especially when I was under a job deadline. So this morning, after the mouse failed to start after turning it off and on again multiple times, so that's it. I had enough, and so I decided to order a new mouse. And I'm surprised that it's going to be sorry, it's going to be delivered just tomorrow morning. Usually, something like that would take at least a couple of days. But oh well, the sooner the better. It's going to be identical to my previous mouse. Design-wise, the only difference is it's going to be wired. So now I no longer have to worry about the batteries or the mouse started to acting up or going crazy when the least I expect it. So I just wanted to share this little news. Now we can switch to Steam. Again, I have to already bring up my death counters for BioShock Infinite. I took a quick look yesterday at the sales for the Star Wars Day, which is going to last until May the 7th, and the Paradox Interactive Publisher sale. I don't think there's the need to talk about the con releases for the next week. Like I said, it's something we can talk about next Monday. I know that Tuesday is going to be quite busy because we're getting the release of Data's Disco and Handmancers. But instead, for now, for now, unfortunately, we can focus on finishing BioShock Infinite. I have to say that I'm not too disappointed by myself for all the times we nearly died and actually died. Like, I'm sure there are a few of the deaths might have been avoided because I forgot to re-equip Fit as a Fiddle, the gear that replenishes our health whenever we come back to life. Another thing is that since we're approaching the final part of the game's ending, we can afford to go all out and pick up whatever weapon we want, especially if we want to survive the final battle. And in this case, I'm not gonna even, I'm not even gonna reload any other checkpoints if I die. We have to keep going until we finish the game or die trying. We have enough dollars to come back to life. Let's see, maybe at least 10, not 10, sorry, either 15 or 20 times. Maybe even more. It depends by how many dollars we can find before the final battle. Okay, so first things first, I want to to disable the background music. And we're all set and ready to go. Just have to plug my crusty gamepad. Skip through the opening credits. Also, I needed to take a screenshot of the main menu and share a story on Instagram to signal that I'm going live. Okay, there it is. Just a couple of minutes, everyone, so that we have enough time to share the story, and then we can go with a recap and resume from our latest checkpoint. Where's the link from the Twitch channel? Oh, there it is. I didn't want to wait for a cutscene. All right. It's time to go. So everyone, in the previous chapter of BioShock Infinite, we confronted the Siren, which was a ghastly manifestation of Elizabeth's contempt towards her foster mother, Lady Comstock, and also Lady Comstock grief and regret, no, well, not regret, and anger towards Elizabeth, and also how she perceived being both alive and dead at the same time, because it was multiple versions of Lady Comstock compressed into a single entity. Eventually, we defeated the Siren by learning the truth about or at least a partial truth about Elizabeth's origins and the death of Lady Comstock, how Comstock killed her to prevent her from revealing the truth about Elizabeth not being his biological daughter, how Comstock hired Jeremiah Fink to sabotage the Lutece device and kill them, but in the end, all that Fink did was to scatter the Luteces across all times and realities, and that's why they're able to exist at any given time and any given place through multiple realities. They didn't die; they simply ceased to exist between in a single reality, and then instead they live through multiple realities. Because of this, they're also been trying to help us in stopping Comstock. Now, before we could reach Comstock House and confront Comstock once and for all, we were attacked one more time by Songbird, and this time Elizabeth surrendered herself to Songbird in order to save us. And she was taken away back to the tower, back within Comstock's grasp. We went after her trying to save her, only to find ourselves many years in the future. At least 80, 70 years in the future. It's a future where Elizabeth now has been finally broken by Comstock, and she effectively became his heir by carrying on his will. But despite this, she still managed to bring us forward in her timeline, just in time for us to witness her leading an attack on New York. The same vision that Booker saw several times in the story. And Elizabeth, the older Elizabeth, did this because he wanted us to prevent her younger self from becoming like her and being broken by Comstock. She gave us a note to give to the younger Elizabeth, and then she brought us back to 1912, just in time to rescue Elizabeth from Comstock and his scientists before they could drain her powers for some unknown purposes. After freeing Elizabeth, he saw the notes left for her by her older self, and now she wants to stop Comstock once and for all because he has any chance of turning her into him. At the first, Booker was contrary to this idea, but then he offered to kill Comstock for Elizabeth. And at this point, we just boarded the Comstock flagship, the Hand of the Prophet, as he tries to escape from Columbia, which is still being ravaged by the Vox Populi. So it is time, everyone, for the final confrontation with Comstock and to stop his plan. So let's begin. We're currently at 14 reloads and 12 deaths. Let's see how we're going to fare this time. Comstock did more than torture her. He's turning her into him. That's not going to happen.
Comstock is up top of the ship. Let's head up.
Okay, so one more time. Let me check my current gear. At this point, I don't think it's necessary for us to have Newton's Law. We can keep either Fit as a Fiddle or maybe Handyman Nemesis, in case we're going to fight against another Handyman. Maybe not Tunnel Vision or Northeaster. Definitely Fit as a Fiddle. I'm still gonna keep extra. Because it's still going to be nice to have some more money by collecting voxophones. There are just a few voxophones left by now. And then what else are we gonna need? I don't think we need either Burning Halo or Electric Punch. We're still gonna keep Winter Shield and Firebird because there's been a winning combination.
There's something about him that you just can't put your finger on. So
Kinda with the
you
top deck.
understand the man I am and the man he isn't.
Go ahead! All right!
Okay. So we still have our gear. Let's use it. Rocket Automaton can give us some nice assist. Oh, there they are. Okay, watch out. No! The good thing is that we have a right hook, so we can keep some invincibility thanks to Winter Shield. Fortunately, the rocket automaton is gone. We'll have to wait.
Found something soon. Ammo!
Are you kidding me? I missed an easy shot with a shock jockey twice in a row.
Do it! There!
You have to keep advancing. Oh, there's also a medkit here if we need it. So we have another Minuteman armory. There should still be a few more vending machines
The
around.
next stack. The damn thing's bolted from the other side.
Well, there must be another way up.
There is an armory here. We can refill our weapons.
Comstock is 3 decks up, in the Prophet's cabin.
Oh yes, okay.
Stop where you are.
Let's keep in mind the location of these supplies. Okay, there is also a turret. Okay, the shit is gone. Let's take it easy. All this ammunition is wasted for a turret automaton. There's another turret. We can try to buy some time. As I was saying, we can try to buy some time by casting most possession on the other turret. Oh man, I missed it. Okay, this is the turret. Now let's see. Ah, they're protected by a window.
Show some spine, milksop. Smoke him out. Pour it on. I'll crush you like a bug.
Okay, thank you.
Booker, those skylines lead up to the next deck. If we clear
With
the
this,
line
the
of
first
those
deck
pods,
has
we
been
can use them
cleared.
to gain access to the upper decks.
We have to detach these motor Patriot pods in order to access the upper deck. Before we do this, I want to give another closer look at the stuff we can find on this deck. We're full of lockpicks. Ah, good. There is a Venividi Vigor here. More lockpicks that we don't need. Okay, currently we have nearly $4,000. $3,822. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna need any other stuff. Maybe the Bronco boost if we need it. Or the Shock Jockey Aid. Has ability to chain lightning strikes from one enemy to others. At least maybe this we can afford it. Even this one. Increase the stun duration. But we have to be careful because if we buy this, then we only have about 19 chances to go back to full health. Mm. Let's see. This could at least be useful in the most chaotic fights. We just happen to get an upgrade for for Shock Jockey. Prepare the coming of the Lord. The lamp shall fulfill my destiny. Still carrying some delusions. Oh man, only 2 ammunition for the carbine. Okay, now we can detach this first round of pods.
This should clear him.
I have seen the seeds of fire that will prepare the Sodom below.
In the
For
meantime,
the
Comstock
coming of
still
the
goes on with his rants.
But it will not be I who carries that banner over the hill. That job falls to you, Elizabeth. That job falls to you.
He's still trying to manipulate her into
Skyline is clear,
embracing
Booker.
her destiny.
Follow me.
On one side of our land stands the false shepherd, and the other, the remnants of the heretical Vox Populus. Which one of you men will not gladly go to his reward to see her safely to her destiny? Rejoice! Rejoice! Death has no sting!
Alright. To stay on the skyline. We don't want to worry about our health. Just snap at his neck.
Go ahead.
All right.
Don't worry about me. You should worry about the turret. Cannot be all of this, man. I would say that we cleared just one side of this deck.
Think you can crack this one open?
On it. Here you go.
Bunch of these are some of the Patriots. There's a crank gun if we need it. There's a bag of Silver Eagles. Around 100 of them. There's another voxophone here. Left by
Here's some
Rosalind
cash.
Lutece. Let's see.
Our contraption shows us the girl is the flame that shall ignite the world. My brother says we must undo what we have done. But time is more an ocean than a river. Why try to bring in a tide that will only again go out?
So again, more symbolism in Rosalind's words. Because Robert Lutece wants to undo what they did with Elizabeth. And also what they contributed to do by helping Comstock rising
The
to
upper
power.
deck access is blocked. The only way up is the skyline.
That's a surprise.
Okay, here we have another couple of vending machines. Let's possess them. Zeus, sits in envy. Okay. Wanted to go and open the door that we found in the other room. Secure area. Another locked door. And this time we're gonna require 3 lockpicks.
Got a lock here.
open it.
Captured by man, used to tame.
The Bakken Bronco.
Got it.
Okay, so let's see. What do we have here?
Return when you got some currency, fella.
More vigor bottles, or more. There are more salt bottles. An RPG, in case you need some more firepower. And there is also a gear. What is going to be? Storm. Ah, okay. Now this is another very useful, vigor for. Another very useful gear for our hat. Because by killing with the Devil's Kiss, the Shock Jockey, or the Bucking Bronco, we can obtain a chain effect to nearby enemies. It's a particularly good choice for crowd control, especially if you're using Bucking Bronco or the Shock Jockey. More efficient for the Shock Jockey and the Bucking Bronco than the Devil's Kiss. Let's take it. This is a very good pick for us, especially in most crowded fights. We can keep it once we found the last available voxophone. So we can make few little extra money with extra.
There's the launch panel.
Let's get those pods off the lines.
This is the second. We're gonna We're gonna accompany you very soon.
Why are they dropping so slowly?
I don't know. We'll have to wait it out.
Oh, here comes the box.
It's one quarter of the pods ejected.
That's all? Fire!
One half
Oh
done.
well, yes. That is good. You can also see how the range for the shot increased.
Can't find anything. Salts, catch! 3/4.
Oh, damn it.
Taking his time!
Up! Damn it, I'm dead. Because I forgot to rush in time to one of the skylines. This is on me. 13 deaths. This could have been avoided if I didn't focus that much on one of the single heavy weapons guys.
Keep your eyes open.
When you have quality.
Booker, the lines are clear.
Okay. Let's see if we can displace that motorized Patriot. So I don't know if that actually worked.
Sorry, that's all I've got.
Oh man. A lot of salts. I know most out of munitions for the carbine.
You bet.
It will fall!
You need this.
Yes, thank you. Oh man, it's taking longer than I thought. That's one pit down. Let's focus on the other.
Need these salts?
Oh well, yes, thank you, Elizabeth.
Take this.
That'll do.
I'll see what else I can find. That's
No
it.
way. That's the second Patriot down. Whether we only left the ammunitions for the sniper not. Sorry, we left the ammunitions for the volley gun or the crank gun.
Who needs competition when you have quality?
Alright, it's time to move to the third and upper level.
I may be the one who strikes you down, DeWitt, but you've always had a knack for self-destruction. Who's to say you won't beat me to the punch?
Oh, I forgot to reload my salts. Engineering deck.
Board deck. Let me take care of this on my own.
No, I'm going with you.
Let's see around here. There's another bigger bottle on this side. Let me take a look. We have more bigger bottles to replenish our salts. Ah, there's an handyman. Okay, in this case we can switch. We can switch fiddle to fiddle with Handyman Nemesis. Questo spawn disrupt the monoton.
Now!
So I wanted to focus on the small fries first. Man, one of those people, one of those soldiers got passed away.
Now!
Okay!
It's gonna take a while for this. Oh. Was well to fry us by electrifying the skyline.
He's gone!
We're slowly cooking in him.
There!
Done!
The best moment to reload. About to go down. There we go. We can focus on the remaining soldiers. Let's see, this was carrying another med kit and salt. There's also a gear right there. Oh, watch out for that other turret. Let's see what is this. Ammo cap. When shooting, most clips have 40% chance of auto-filling without reload. Not necessary right now.
We can take that skyline to the Prophet's cabin.
Well, what are we waiting for? Nobody needed. More money.
You hold on to this.
And more money, thank you.
You've come to wipe your slate clean, false shepherd. But time will walk backwards before you find redemption. Some sins can't be forgiven.
Well, this is it. Let's go and face the Comstock.
This is my tower. What's this? A siphon.
I saw this there. I could hear you singing from above. And the machine came to life in response.
And then in my mother's grave, there was a smaller one. They were draining me. Maybe that's why I can't.
Can't what?
When I was little, I used to be able not just to open tears, but I could create new ones. To anywhere I wanted to go. But in the tower...
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, they were limiting Elizabeth's powers. The siphon machine. It's the huge machine that we found at the base level of the tower in Monument Island. The first time we got there, we were about to meet Elizabeth for the first time.
Stand back. I'm ending this.
Booker, no. This is between me and him.
You are walking into a trap.
I need to do this.
This time.
Come here, child.
Oh, come on, I don't bite. My, oh my, how you have grown.
Tell me, what am I?
Look at you, child. You're
Hey,
a mess.
let go of her.
Elizabeth, everything I've done to keep you safe.
Lies.
From what?
Seed of the prophet shall sit
There he
the
goes again
throne
with his rhetoric.
and drown in flame the mountains of man. But the archangel revealed something else. Beware, prophet. Beware the false shepherd, Booker DeWitt.
You know I'm standing
For
right
he shall
here
be
now.
as a wall between her and destiny.
Why?
DeWitt, I'm a fool. I've sent mighty armies to stop you. I've rained fire on you from above.
Look at his
I
body
did
language.
all of that to keep you from her.
He
When
loves
all I
being a
needed was to
performer.
tell her the truth. Ask him, child. Ask him what happened to your finger Ask DeWitt.
But he's insinuating
Let go of
something.
me.
Ask him. Ask the false shepherd.
You
Tell
have- you
her.
have to help
Tell
her.
her, false shepherd. Tell her the truth.
She's your daughter, you son of a bitch! And you abandoned her! Was it worth it? Huh? Did you get what you wanted?
Booker.
Tell me!
Booker.
Tell me!
It is finished.
Nothing is finished!
Booker.
You locked her up for her whole life!
Booker.
You cut off her finger, and you put it on me!
Booker, stop it! You killed him.
He's gone.
What did he mean? Huh? You tell me, what did he mean about my finger?
I don't know. I just assumed you were born with it. I don't know.
Your nose. It's bleeding.
Again.
What? Elizabeth, I swear to you, I have no idea what he was talking about.
You too. You just can't remember it.
No. I'll prove it to you. We'll destroy the siphon. The answer's behind one of your doors. You just have to open it.
Destroy the siphon? It's the entire tower, Booker. How are we gonna do that?
I don't know. But I'll think of something on the way.
There's another foreshadowing and implications. There also been broader meanings for what Comstock meant by saying it is finished. Either it's a delusion or maybe he knows something else that we for now actually ignore. And quite comical that it's still standing this way, like the body is not falling to the ground like a rag doll. Before we proceed, we can go and check Comstock's private quarters. Going to find plenty of other weapons. His old war uniform. And another voxophone. Left by Lutece.
The prophet is dying. The metastasis has aged him so quickly. Why does this Comstock decay, while a Comstock in another world remains fit? If genetics are destiny, what accounts for the difference? Perhaps exposure to the contraption. It merits further study.
So this is an interesting reveal because Comstock would have died sooner than expected because the continuous exposure to the Lutece's machine not only made him sterile but also caused him to develop some sort of cancer, and it was already beyond the terminal stage. Sooner or later, he would have died, whether he wanted it or not. And because of this, he was rushing so much and pushing so much for Elizabeth to become his heir. All right. This is a picture of Elizabeth and Lady Comstock. This is Comstock's private office. This should be the last voxophone in the game. Probably it's going to be Comstock's last will.
When a soul is born again, what happens to the one left behind in the baptismal water? Is he simply gone? Or does he exist in some other world, alive, with sin intact?
Okay. Now we can activate the storm. That's a headgear. I think there should also be an infusion somewhere here in this location. Otherwise, I think that we found all the remaining infusions.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
Okay. This is it. The command bridge. Our destination is Monument Island, so we can find a way to destroy the siphon.
Cage. Cage, what is that?
Now what?
What is she trying to tell us? Cage. Cage, I'm
Still reading the notes.
They said they knew
Just
what
then,
was best for us.
the Vox coming from one final attack.
They knew what was coming next. Did you see this coming, old man?
Can rip this airship apart to do something.
You ain't gonna place your daughter on the throne. We're gonna place her
But then Elizabeth realizes something.
Whoa, what are you doing?
We have to sing to him!
Sing to who? Elizabeth, stop it!
C-A-G-E! It's not
And the
a
puzzle
word,
being solved.
It's a song!
The notes C, A, G, and E, put them together, they spell cage. Let's tune the control songbird.
Shh, it's okay. I'm here. Will you help me? I need you to protect me. Will you do it? Will you do this
is
for
very
me?
touching.
Just this one last thing. Please.
And the songbird accepts.
Go, go, go! Booker, he'll help us. We can use him against the Vox fleet.
Okay, everyone. At this point, this is the start of the final battle. It's going to be a survival round against the incoming Vox populi ship. And our main goal, sorry if I paused the game, but I need a bit of patience to explain this. Our main goal is to prevent the Vox populi from destroying the power generator of the Hand of the Prophet. It is represented by the electric bar in the upper right corner of the screen. I'm sorry if you cannot see it because of my overlay. And this is going to be the only most difficult part of this battle. Our main priority is to protect the core from being destroyed by the Vox. To do so, a good strategy is to use return to sender. That's why it was also particularly useful for us to find that vigor in particular to place vigor traps around the generator. So they are going to stop whatever bullet is incoming at the generator and also transfer it to us in case we got the sender aid. As for the other tips for the battle, now that we can control Songbird, we can send him against the Vox, whether it's normal fighters or patriots or even handymen. But the most useful thing is to use Songbird to destroy the Vox airships, because those are going to cause the most amount of damage to the power generator.
He's got rockets.
So lucky for us, we have plenty of skylines. Now, let's also prepare return to sender. You can now command Songbird to attack enemy threats. Aim at any highlighted target and press the X button to start the attack. Larger targets will cause a longer cooldown.
Booker, tell Songbird where. Booker, over there! The Vox!
We need this thing to make it to Monument Island! Bring down that gunship.
That's what we have to do. Have Songbird focus on the ships while we deal with the normal fighters. Okay, well.
Look, the Songbird's ready.
Okay, let's go for this one. Okay, they're focused on us, which for now is good. I'm still catching fire. I mean, I'm not suffering any damage. That's fine, but Booker is still burning.
Tell me where to send him.
Right there, the heavier
There's more of
airship.
them.
Come on. Okay, now they're deploying Patriots. Need to recover more salts.
Call him in.
Listen to them screaming. Still too soon to send Songbird against them. We have to wait for the next airship. Oh well. There's another heavy weapon right there. So far, the generator is holding up.
Okay, catch.
Nice.
What now?
That's all I've got.
But today, our tears become gold, and your tears
Zeppelin!
Okay, there's more of them. There it is. Go Songbird. Another sending Patriots. Stop those Patriots before it's too late. Yeah, I see that. The Patriots are focusing fire on the generator. At least the sender traps are holding. Okay, that's one Patriot down.
I can call Songbird in, Booker.
Attack that gunship.
Do it. Okay, I think this time I could use the crank gun. There are no more founders here, guys. You're barking at the wrong tree.
I don't like the looks of this.
What? Oh man, Booker, take it easy. Someone is nearly ready.
Songbird's ready, Booker.
Okay, let's take down this other Zeppelin.
Watch out, rockets!
Where? Oh. There they are. And look at all those sender traps.
He's got rockets!
Battle is going slowly. I think you're gonna need an RPG. Destroy boxes happening. I know! That's what I'm trying to do. Oh crap.
I've got ammo!
Damn it. There are no more sender traps.
That's all I've got!
Come on.
The Zeppelin, now!
Hit. That's one. One better down. Oh, come on. There. I saw medkits.
Sure thing!
Give them to me. Oh, nice. It's over.
Catch, Booker!
It's over the battle. Oh. I thought it would have lasted more. Okay. With the battle over now, we can join Elizabeth at the bow. Entering the final portion of the game. I just want to recover some more ammunition for the carbine. I mean, I know the fight is over. Still, I would like to have some bullets. Oh my gun. Oh. The RPGs were right here. That's a sniper rifle. That's why I have to catch him fire. There's this puddle of oil. also needed that. We'll also take cover here. No, it's no longer necessary.
Booker, come here.
What? What is it?
Look, you can use the songbird to bring the whole damn thing down. Destroy the siphon.
And that's what you want.
It's the only way we'll find the truth. About my finger, Comstock, everything.
For the songbird to destroy the siphon. It's time to take the whistler
Tear it down.
and go for it.
Tear it all down.
And there goes Songbird. It is the siphon destroyed and Elizabeth recovers her full powers.
The Whistler! Elizabeth! The bird, Elizabeth! I lost control! He's coming!
No, he isn't.
And we're at the end of the game, everyone.
Where is he? Where is he?
We're going to witness a mind-blowing interactive sequence. Starting with the death of Songbird.
It's okay.
And this place on the Fury song looks familiar.
I'm here. Just let go. There you go. There you go.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
Yep. Because we're no longer
What is this
in a
place?
rapture. Sorry,
Elizabeth.
no longer in
It's a
Columbia.
doorway. One of many.
This is a rapture.
This way.
What do you
I
mean
can
it's a doorway?
spot a
Where are you
big
going?
daddy
Oh, come
and a
on.
little sister.
Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said
walkway.
about your finger. Is there an answer here? Do you?
Down here.
So we have to follow Elizabeth.
Over here, Booker.
This was the opening bit of BioShock. Attention, what is fear travel is now denied.
This is where we have to go.
Why? What is going on? Elizabeth, what do you mean this is a doorway?
I'll have to show you.
So we can get on the bathysphere and leave the
Probably gonna
city.
regret this.
It's the same opening theme
City at the bottom
from
of the ocean.
the first time we visited by Rapture.
Ridiculous.
Even Booker can hardly believe this. And yet, it's going to happen around 50 years in the future of his timeline.
Look at that. Thousands of doors. Opening all at once. My God, they're beautiful.
The stars?
So it seems, but we'll soon find out soon enough that those are not stars.
Come on. Come on, it's this way. Come on.
Are you going to open it?
It's no good. Damn it. I thought once we were here, I could fully control it. I thought
What is that?
it's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it.
So the key appears, so we can open this door.
doors. They're doors.
This is the full extent of
to-
Elizabeth's
To
powers.
everywhere. All that's left is the choosing.
What are all these lighthouses? Why are we... Who are...
There are a million worlds.
Also, listen to Elizabeth's
All different,
tone. It
all
changed.
similar. Constants and variables.
It's less
There's always a lighthouse.
amazed and
always a
more
man.
grounded,
There's always a city.
more relaxed.
How do you know this?
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird. But sometimes, something's different, yet the same.
Constants and variables.
Yes.
So now we're going to see the explanation of one of the key elements of BioShock Infinite. The concept of constants and variables. It's also going to explain the meaning of this. One second. Let's keep moving. This is the path that is going to automatically be created for us. And look at this.
It's us.
Not exactly.
Wait a second. That Elizabeth is
Swimming
walking in the
different
air.
oceans, but land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need
There
to.
has to be a bug.
It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same
Lives,
place.
lived, will die.
Where it started.
No one tells me where to
Lives,
go.
lives, will live, dies, died, will die.
You've already been.
We've already been to this place, whether we wanted it or not. There is always a lighthouse, there is always a man, there is always a city. This is an example of constants.
Wait a minute. I know this place. I was here. Must have been 20 years ago, right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
Come on now, time's a-wasted.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your sins cleansed? Are you ready
It's
to
a
be
flashback,
born again? Take my hand.
And that's the same creature that we found
No, I don't want
at
to.
the entrance of
You
Columbia.
already did, didn't you?
I wanted to move past from the horrors we witnessed after Wounded Knee.
Are you ready to be born again?
I am.
Do you hate your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the
Yes.
Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him
Stop
born
it.
again.
And
Lord,
then
Stop it.
what are you doing?
look
Get
at
off me!
as a change of heart.
You didn't go through with it.
Think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
Comstock was here. Remember one of the things that Comstock said in his final voxophone.
And what of my debts?
Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes, the girl for the debt.
It's Robert Lutece. So we can enter this room. And we're going to find this baby.
What is this? There was no baby. I remember. No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
DeWitt, time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
Pick up the baby.
Go ahead.
No.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock.
So we have no choice. We have to give the baby to Lutece.
What choice do I have?
Oh,
Mr.
what?
Comstock washes you of all your sins.
This was a mistake. It's a bug.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
We're back at the beginning
They're bleeding.
again.
Remember what I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
Also, we're back in company of the Lutece twins.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead?
to...
You mean like Chenlit? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds. It's not over because the Prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
So essentially, Elizabeth said that we have to kill Comstock before he was even born. After this, we have to keep going through the doors until we find out the truth. The way to bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. This is your last chance.
Hey!
And here we see
Off, you hear me? The deal is off! Give her back!
the Booker wants
Give
to
her back!
pull the deal off. That's Comstock holding the baby.
It is uncomfortable enough as it is!
And that's...
It's going to be more uncomfortable if you don't come now!
If I get caught, it's going to be a very
Give
long
her back,
time
you son of a
before we see
bitch!
each
It's
other.
ready! Go!
No! No,
Shut
no, no!
down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna.
down! Shut down the machine now! Do it!
Give me back my daughter!
So his own daughter to pay his debts. This is heartbreaking for him. And it just happened that Anna got her pinky finger severed during this mishap.
I'm sorry.
And Wells also lost her pinky finger.
I'm sorry.
She's gone, Booker. Anna's gone.
Anna the
You
waiter.
shared this room with your regret for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you, offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
Because Elizabeth and Anna are the same person. And then we find, once again, Robert Nazar in the Lutece. Offering us one chance to atone for our deed. And as soon as we cross the threshold, we pass out.
Question is, will he?
Anna. So sorry, Anna.
You suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance?
I should have.
Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Wipe away the dead. Bring us the girl. Wipe away the dead.
See?
Bring us the
He's
girl.
starting to put his story together.
Wipe away.
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well, the brain adapts.
I should know.
Bring us
I
the
lived
girl.
it.
Wipe.
Booker, wake up.
Everything is coming together.
Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
We're back at the beginning.
I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
Elizabeth doesn't say a thing. So all of this, everyone, is going back to the opening epigraph of the game. The mind of the subject will struggle to create memories where none exist. It all explains why Booker was bleeding from his nose whenever he was experiencing two different memories coexisting in the same mind. It's the same thing that happened to the guards that we killed in Fink's basement, and also at which point? Also when so more other. Also when we saw Chen Lin acting as he was still working with his machinery while there was no device in his workshop. Because those people were remembering being dead in alternate universe. And also because of this. Now, Booker at some point remembered that he sold his own daughter in order to pay the debt. Then, when once he crossed the Terre to meet with the Lutece and try to rescue Elizabeth, her long lost daughter from Columbia, he started mixing two different versions of the story. Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt was referring to when he originally sold Anna to Comstock. But then, because of that, he remembered a different version where the Lutece hired him to get to Columbia and rescue Elizabeth in order to wipe out his existing gambling debts. Imagine that, 20 years of debts cleared in a single sweep. But it still doesn't solve the problem that Comstock is still alive in a million different worlds. And like Booker said, we have to go back at the beginning and kill Comstock before he's even born. Here we go again.
Booker, are you sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
And look at this, we're back at the baptism.
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I
It's
remember.
time for the final plot twist of the game. A group of more Elizabeths
You
from
chose
different
to walk away
realities
from the other
appear.
oceans. You didn't. You took the baptism. You were born again as a different man.
Zachary held Comstock is Booker the Wit.
Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made. Before you are reborn.
And what name shall you take, my son?
He's Zachary Comstock. Use Booker to whip.
No. Both.
And for this, Booker lets Elizabeth drown him. Just moments before he could be reborn as Comstock and start all this vicious multidimensional cycle. It is done. And because of this, all the Elizabeths from alternate realities start disappearing, one by one, until the end. And this, everyone, was BioShock Infinite, the end of the 1999 mode run. Well, it took less time than I thought. Now, it's going to be a very long ending credit sequence, but also contains some nice behind the scenes moment with Troy Baker and Elizabeth's voice actress rehearsing the guitar scene when they sing and play together Will the Circle Be Unbroken. So this is the final connection with the concept of constants and variables. If you remember, everyone, when we first met the Lutesses with the coin toss scene in Columbia, and we noticed that on Robert's chalkboard there were a total of 122 tries. There's a theory that the Lutesses tried to bring many different Booker DeWitts from many different realities in a way to stop Comstock once and for all and prevent his final rebirth all across realities. And this was the 123rd attempt so far. Because whenever Booker will try to stop Comstock, Songbird will come, take Elizabeth back, and kill Booker. And because of this, it was destined to fail time and time again until during this run, Elizabeth finally gave Booker the means to overcome Songbird and destroy the Siphon and get to the bottom of all of this. And also, while in an indefinite amount of universe, Booker refused the baptism, in other words, he accepted it and he was reborn as Comstock. Those are still constants and variables. The thing is that we could also skip the credits right now. The thing is that at the end of the credits, if you watch them from start to finish, we're also gonna get a post-credit scene with Booker still alive and back to his office, entering Anna's bedroom and check if she's alright. It's a cryptic ending that opens to the possibility that Booker is still alive and now he lives with Anna. And all the events that led to the baptism never happened. Or at least they happened, but in a different reality in which Booker didn't contract any sort of gambling debts, and he's happier than he was left. Oh, there it is. Courtney the Draper, Elizabeth's voice actress, and the rest of the cast. Laura Bailey as Lady Comstock, Kimberly Brooks as Daisy Fitzroy, Oliver Acker as Robert Lutece, Ray Carbonell at the mock-up for Robert, Jennifer Hill as Rosalind Lutece, Bill Loebler, Jeremiah Finken, Katie Zarbak as Slate. And then we have more other additional voices.
I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows. might be without you, without you.
There have been many people who found this ending confusing. I mean, it's an ending that I find open to many meanings, different meanings, but not that particularly confusing, in my opinion. The key question is that whether Booker actually dies or lives at the end of the game. Because the only way to prevent Comstock to even exist all across realities was for Booker to die. And that was the key moment. Now, one of the criticisms that I heard about this spot, this particular point of the game, is that if you try to talk about the matter of constants and variables, some of these events feel like a sliding door moment. Like at this let's make this example. At this exact point in time, the baptism after Wounded Knee, this was the turning point for whether Comstock would exist or never been born. Like it only depended from whether Booker decided to take the baptism or refusing it. That was the sliding door moment. But the thing is that at this point, any moment where we have a choice might count as a sliding doors moment. Now, by the way, everyone, I haven't seen that movie, but I know the main core of it. It's plenty of what if moments in which a single choice can change our lives radically. Like, for instance, a moment where, let's say that I want to go out tomorrow morning, and if I do, something radical is going to happen. If I don't, something else is going to happen. It depends by how we can treat this moment as a key moment that can influence many different realities and lifetimes. At least here in BioShock Infinite, we know that this decisive moment is the baptism that was either taken or never taken. Because otherwise, any other moment might have caused a potential ripple through realities. This is Albert Fink's rendition of "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" by Tears for Fears. Now keep in mind, everyone, that this run was mainly focused on the base game. As much as it would be interesting to play the 2 episodes of Battle at Sea, it's something that I'm not going to do. We're at the end of the run, and because of this, we can move on to another game for the next Saturday slot. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this experience with BioShock. In the end, with 14 reloads and 13 deaths, a total of 27 times I died, more or less, we finished the 1999 mode run. Unfortunately, I know that we skipped at least one voxophone. It was about Rosalind Lutece talking about the Lutece particle. It was this voxophone when she mentions, however, she managed to find a way to suspend an atom in midair. It's not floating. In her own words, the atom simply failed to fall. And then she decided to expand the theory and practice to an apple and then to a city, which would eventually lead to the creation of the system that keep Columbia afloat in the skies. There were also another couple of infusions that we probably missed. For anything else, I think we covered everything else. We covered the remaining gears, the other voxophones, as many infusions that we could need. Again, and if it wasn't for Winter Shield and Firebird, this run would have been much more difficult. Like those two. This is the scene I was talking about. Troy and Courtney rehearsing for the guitar scene, and that's Ken Levin instructing them on how to conduct the scene. The thing is that in the guitar scene we only see the first opening verse of the song.
Then it goes, what a home. We'll play it one more time.
I guess they also wanted to do the full song.
And then it's missing the next line. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the second, that's the third, that's the fourth, but then. And I don't think that's supposed to say lonely.
Probably lonely. We're missing line.
We'll get the actual.
Nothing else.
Can we run it through this?
Just to try multiple times to get the right feel for the song. I guess at this point we can wait for the end of the credits. And that was Troy around 13 or 14 years ago. Because keep in mind everyone that the game came out in March 2013. So this scene is either from the later months of 2012 or the first months of 2013. Imagine this. This channel, whether we like it or not, has been covering plenty of games that involved Troy Baker's voice talent. Not just BioShock Infinite, but also Screamer, where he voices Mr. A, and also Mouse P.I. for I, where he voices the protagonist, Jack Pepper. I think it would also be nice to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. But again, I think that one of my all-time favorite lines from Troy is when he voiced Pagan Min in Far Cry 4. There's the bit where we destroy Min's golden statue, and then he personally calls us and asks why was it really necessary, and he says that statue was a solid fucking gold. I'm not even being metaphorical here. It's the way he delivers this line that is memorable. I've been also recently playing Injustice 2, and in this case, Troy voices the Joker. He does a very decent job, but he's never gonna be as iconic as Mark Hamill. Oh, nice. The muscle's been sent.
That's it. Do you think that this one should be like slowed down a little bit since it's the last verse?
You can do that.
Otherwise, it was like. Well, otherwise, it's just like an abrupt
It
end.
just sounded like Booker right now. I'm not even kidding.
You guys are really, really, really good. What I want to do
Well,
is
Make it what eight worse.
I want to take the tempo down a little bit if we can, and sort of start by finding like Booker. If you could just be sort of like picking away at the beginning first, and then sort of start to play the song, and maybe then you guys kind of find the tempo together a little bit. I want it to feel you guys are so excellent and professional.
Yeah, no, it won't be like that.
I want to make it sound like it's not like, you know,
Sure.
Sheryl Crow and
Right.
Eric Clapton in a session. So
He gets Eric Clapton, I get Sheryl Crow.
John, who do you want, John?
Right. Yeah.
Is they going to continue rehearsing the song?
Britney Spears and Seal.
No, we're at the end. Alright. And yes, as I was talking about, we're back in our office. It's October 8th, 1893. 3 years after the Battle of Wounded Knee. We still have some gambling duds on our desk.
Anna?
Let's go and check on our daughter.
Is that you?
Cut to black, and it is the end. So yes, we're at the end of BioShock Infinite with this. Still have an hour or so for tonight. I wonder, maybe we can play a few rounds of Clash in the Clouds, which is a Horde mode DLC for the game. There's an altercation, stealing that for scraps. Here we are. Oh my, look at all this money. As this is a survival competitive mode where we have to survive as long as we can. These are the various levels that we can, and arenas that we can explore. So let me return back to the Archaeology Center, the Colombian Archaeological Society. I wanted to explore a bit more of what should be the in-game museum. Employees only. Here we can find more gears that we can acquire. So yeah, here we can find plenty of other behind-the-scene moments. Our director. So yeah, this was the original basic pitch for BioShock Infinite. Not another underwater city, but instead a city in the sky. No? Yes. The automatic gentleman. So we can interact with the various kinetoscopes to take a look at more behind-the-scene clips. There are many other concepts, like concepts for the airships and zeppelins of BioShock Infinite. Even this eerie looking airship. The various character models. This is Booker DeWitt, Zachary L. Comstock, Cornelius Slate, Daisy Fitzroy, the Handyman, Robert and Rosalind Lutece. This was another unutilized model for the Handyman, but this comes from the official concept art from BioShock Infinite. And we have different versions of Elizabeth, which also includes her older self. Let him watch over you, your very own songbird. Concept art for the floating city. No, let's see what happens if we enter this tier. Oh, there's another voxophone. Let's see.
That ghastly Fink fellow has been busy of late. He has sent his minions out to prowl the city, on the lookout for tears wherever they might appear. They are armed with camera and voxophone. One could only presume he is no longer content to steal patents from his own reality. No surprise, then, his scientific breakthroughs. I imagine I could also appropriate parlor tricks like incinerating trees with the snap of my fingers. But the universe offers more delicious fish to fry.
So the testers knew that Fink was coming after their patents. Because we know that Fink has been plagiarizing the technology from the future and readapting it for these current times.
Brother, I have told you many times that I encountered this particular Caesar before he crossed the Rubicon. When I met Comstock, he was little more than a preacher, able to move both members of the flock or members of Congress with equal dexterity. He believed in my work.
A political
and his
priest.
influence brought the funds I so needed. And if he wanted to use tears to play prophet, that was his prerogative. But at some point, the man became incapable of distinguishing his performance from his person. I sit in judgment. But then again, it was I who built the stage.
Let me see. I wanted to restore a few more gears if we can. Okay, I don't have a Winter Shield right now. Crossbow swords, definitely no. Tunnel vision, not really. That's from above. Person brace. Oh well.
When I finally brought my brother through, he seemed to lack the capacity to square his own reality with this one. I suspected such a thing would happen, yet had no means to accommodate his distress. His behavior was that of the feeble-minded. He hemorrhaged nearly continuously from his nose. Naturally, I was able to transfuse him from my own veins and thus avoid catastrophe. In the end, it was music that proved therapeutic and grounded his thoughts. A middle C vibrates at 262 hertz, no matter what the universe.
Okay, now what do we have?
This evening, on my way back from supper, my theory became reality. A spontaneous tear had opened in the market district, emitting both sights and sounds. I observed what I could only imagine to be some future version of Columbia. Though familiar, strange red flags with a small yellow icon flew from her rooftops. Although we can
communist
lock up
Columbia.
the girl, it appears her powers will not be imprisoned so easily.
That's what Rosalind saw through the tear. communist Colombia. Red flags with a yellow symbol on it.
Thinks Bird is a repulsive creature, but I suppose a prison needs a guard. What surprised me is
She's
not
talking
how
about
the girl
Songbird.
has imprinted upon the monster. After all, one might observe a baby chimpanzee accept a wire replica for its mother. But I did not expect the brute to be capable of forming an attachment in return. Perhaps it could prove a better father to her than the two she has known.
Ok, we can return to the Ecological Colombian Society. And this. So we can also play some of the readapted songs like Tainted Love by Soft Cell, or we have Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival, Everybody Wants to the World by Tears for Fear, and then Shining People by Ram. Let's start with Fortunate Son. There's a water puddle.
Do it now!
Oh. Oh, that must be some sort of bug with the audio. Oh. I guess that was the only way for us to return to the main menu. Let's try again. So we basically summoned a splicer from Rapture. Motion capture process. Write your own love story. Think makes Halfman into Handyman. Magical melodies, Sweet Columbia. Let's see. Try and coordinate the first audition for how they got the part.
Listen, it's gone. We're okay. He didn't spot us.
No.
We're talking about Songbird.
He's... Promise me.
I will stop him.
No.
Ah yes, this is the moment where Elizabeth asks Booker to kill her in case there is a chance to stop Songbird.
But promise me that if it comes to it, you will not let him take me back.
It isn't going to come to that.
Even the line was different. So that instead of Booker saying I won't come to that, it isn't going to do that. This backs for Booker Evolution. Let's take a look at it. This is the storyboard for the scene where Elizabeth begs the Songbird not to kill Booker. This is why storyboards are important in the depiction of a game or a scene. This was the preliminary passage for the models.
I'm sorry.
An animatic, so to speak.
I never should have left.
Take me home. Please.
And this is the further passage of the scene.
Stop it! Stop it! Don't hurt him! I'm sorry. I never should have left. I never should have left. Take me back. Take me home. Please.
Okay, there was just some more lighting missing from this stage, but in the end this is how the sequence evolved. From storyboard to animatic sequence for the timing, the voice and the audio design, and then the finished animation. And we see the motion capture process for the characters. Boardwalk dance scene.
Miss Elizabeth.
Hello. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, come dance with me, Mr. DeWitt.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What can be better than this?
Well, how about Paris?
Paris?
This is to still in frame needs more energy.
That's where that airship's going, but if you want to stay and dance, we can...
No, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go right now.
Motion capture with Heather Gordon. This is Elizabeth's motion capture artist.
Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, come dance with me, Mr.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What can be better than this?
Well,
February
how about
28th,
Paris?
Paris?
2012.
How could we get there?
That's where that
Motion
airship's
capture
going,
first
but
pass
if you want to
after
stay and
the
dance,
fashion
we can...
animation.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on,
Yeah.
let's go right now.
Elizabeth's expressions are still stiff.
Hello.
Miss
This is
Elizabeth.
wonderful. Oh, come dance with me, Mr. DeWitt.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What can be better than this?
How about Paris?
Paris?
Look how much the scene has changed.
That's where that airship's going, but if you want to stay and dance, we
No,
can...
let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go right now.
She has more facial expressions to convey her excitement. Write your own love story. Let's take a look at this. Lord the Prophet. Write your own love story. These are more traditional kinetoscopes. This young fellow ties a picnic for one. So he gives possession a whirl. No! Now he fends off the fairer sex. Smarter set all agree. Why wait for Cupid to come along? That's a bit predatory. Then the Fink makes a half man into handyman. Tumors have long confounded our medical establishment. Well, there's a doctor smoking during an operation. Once transplanted to Fink's miracle suit, is productive once again. Once invalid, now invincible. The incredible handyman, ladies and gentlemen. I still feel like he's fucking dying, or at least he won't perish to cancer. Magical Melodies, Sweet Columbia. All authentic, original masterpieces. Albert Fink's Magical Melodies. Jeremiah's Fink brother Albert is Columbia's most popular composer. His many songs subjugate the charts. Can all this amazing music come from just one man? The answer is no. But he takes the credit for everything. Okay, let me try this again. I'm going to materialize the splicer.
Elizabeth!
Okay.
And giving a zap. And with this, we're back on the main menu. So everyone, before we finish this live stream, I also want to share one of my favorite videos of all time, which is BioShock Infinite's first technical demo around 2010. Or it was 2011. It was a pre-alpha staged demo that was presented during a previous E3 Expo back in those days. And at that point, they were already working on BioShock. And one of the common statements about that cinematic demo is that, of course, it is many different from the current product, but there have been many people, myself included, would have liked to play that preliminary version of BioShock Infinite more than the current one, because it was closer to the concept of BioShock than this current game. Like, it had stronger horror-like vibes similar to BioShock 1 and 2. I'm going to show it to you, everyone, so you can understand. So, first of all, I wanted to exit the game. Then we can briefly restore the background music, replug the mouse, and also we can hide the death counters. Okay, now I need another window. Let's see. BioShock Infinite E3 demo. So there are actually two demo versions of BioShock Infinite. One that it's a bit closer to the final game, and it's a different take on the point when Elizabeth begs Booker to kill her rather than getting taken away by Songbird. The demo that I'm talking about, however, is this one. The name of the video is BioShock Infinite Early Gameplay Demonstration. I think that this one dates back to 2010. I have to open a different window in this case. I guess we can do this from here. Just give me a second, so I can also restart the video from the beginning. There it is. Let me deactivate the background music again. So everyone, sit back and enjoy what BioShock could have been, so we can comment it together. 2K and Irrational Games. September 22nd, 2010. Yes. It opens with an extreme close-up of several foreign caricatures. All with this famous image of George Washington standing against the foreign hordes. For God and country.
That thing took Elizabeth. I've got to find her.
So that's what I meant with stronger BioShock vibes. Because in this demo, Columbia is not as populated or lively as we saw in the game. It feels deserted, decadent, as you can see from this platform barely collapsing. It's the farthest thing from paradise that we will see, and which has been described to us at the beginning of the game. We also have this eerie image of a woman nonchalantly cleaning her shop despite the establishment being on fire. For faith, for race, for fatherland.
Potentates and popes, and only by the blessed powers of our Constitution and our Savior can
They'll take your gun.
and if our guns thunder,
They'll take your wife. They'll take your business. So the same supremacist and nationalist rhetoric.
must come before the desires of any
So another moment this unsettling is that we see this man here, Saxon Stoll, addressing an existing crowd, and he's already acting like Comstock. He has seen the future. Now this is one of the best moments of the demo. An alternative version of the same man which embraced the communism. Then we're attacked by his right-hand man, who's been gifted with a murder of crows. Then Saxon Stoll decides to get away on the skyline with his own skyhook. Even Booker's outfit was way different. More elegant and fancy than his final Man of Action-like attire. Then Booker spots the bottle from Mother of Crows. Here we already have
Well, would you look at this?
the final, the mostly final model for the bottle, and that's how it develops this power. And I absolutely love the way Saxon Stoll says the line "fire" with the intensity, and it's the strength and the delivery. And that's how we're gonna see the prototype for the Skyhook.
Ventured, nothing gained.
It was smaller and more streamlined compared to the Skywalker we see in the finished game. We see more glimpse of Columbia. And yes, in hindsight, you look at the too well made to be an in-game footage. Now, this scene was breathtaking. By using telekinesis at point-blank range, by Booker is going to destroy the cannon. Okay, it's still too soon for that, but we can we could already hear everybody wants to rule the world. Then we had the model for the shotgun. We can use Mother of Crows to attack the patrons. Look at that. The smoldering shell redirected against the cannon. Turning around the scalene one more time. We can use shock jockey to electrocute the attackers. And then we also see Elizabeth, and she had more different powers, like the ability to conjure elements to amplify our vigors and attacks. And this will make Elizabeth even more scary than she is. Now this scene was another example of the synergies with Elizabeth in this preliminary version.
Whatever you're doing, do it fast.
So we can assemble this massive ball of silverware that we can use as a projectile.
Hey, you don't look so good.
I'm okay. I just need a moment. A moment we don't have.
Here comes the Handyman. The fight then moves to the bridge. This was the preliminary model for the Handyman, the one that we saw in the museum. Poor horse.
That's just making him angry. He was already angry. Top of the bridge. Can you do it?
Hit it! Knock it down!
She could also melt the steel beams for the bridge.
Fall! Fall! We got him! We got him! Elizabeth?
3 cheers for us, eh?
Oh, her nose is bleeding.
That was the
Yes,
one
for
who was
the
chasing
effort of using the powers too much.
That wasn't him. That wasn't him. That's him!
Songbird. And this was BioShock Infinite back in 2010, 3 years before the final release. Pretty neat, don't you think? Again, it's the kind of version of BioShock Infinite I would have gladly played. Because it felt very close to the same vibes that we saw in the first BioShock. It was there was more mysteries, more interpretations to the things that we saw in the demo version, and it felt even more unhinged and crazy because it could really convey the same kind of madness that we saw in BioShock caused by Adam, the splicers going mad, killing each other for because they completely lost their minds. In the end, I'm also satisfied with what we saw with the final product. But who knows how people would have reacted to this other version of BioShock Infinite. Then I think that some of those concepts were eventually used in Burial at Sea. At least for some of the parts in which we were back to Columbia. Because Burial at Sea takes place in another timeline as a prequel for the first BioShock. We're gonna play both as Booker in the first half and Elizabeth in the second half. As the starting in Rapture, just before Atlas launches his revolution against Andrew Ryan at the New Year's Eve of 1959. And we can see the connections between BioShock and BioShock Infinite. Like, for instance, we learned that Fink and Suchong has been communicating through the tears and exchanged technologies. Because the rapture that we visit in the Burial at Sea takes many inspirations and stuff from Columbia. Like, for instance, the plasmids are no longer injected with Adam and the syringe, but rather they're drank like the vigors. Something that, as I mentioned in the previous live streams, really really infuriated Frank Fontaine because he realized that by turning plasmids into drinks, they would waste 10 times more Adam than necessary. And Adam was already expensive in his mind. So for him, wasting all this much Adam for drinkable plasmids is a huge waste. And it is not sure to be a nice return of investment. Also, the second part of Burial at Sea comes with another challenging mode known as 1998 mode. And in this case, it is meant to be a homage and a reference to Thief, which is another game on which Ken Levin worked after System Shock 2 and before working on BioShock and other games like, for instance, Freedom Force. He's, I mean, by watching an interesting retrospective video on the history of BioShock, let me recover it. The Strange World of BioShock. The Bizarre World of BioShock, a serious retrospective by I Finished a Video Game. And this video has been published 8 months ago on YouTube. It lasts for 5 hours, so that's plenty of time, everyone. So if you can give me a second, I can share the link on both the Twitch and the YouTube chats. Here and also here. Because yes, from by watching this video, I found out that Ken Levine was also an accomplished dungeon master. That's what happened in helped him developing his creative mind for crafting interesting and compelling stories. And this retrospective video also mentions one of the most shocking plot twists in video game history from System Shock 2. Because for the first part of the game, we've been acting as if we were following the instructions of a certain supporting character. And once we reunited with this character, we found out that he was dead. And all this time we've been listening to Shodan, the main antagonist of System Shock. Then she's been seemingly helping us, trying to stop the next major antagonist for the game. It was revolutionary because no one was expecting, no one expected to get this big helping hand from the main antagonist of the previous game. And it's also the same kind of plot twist that we saw in BioShock and also BioShock Infinite. Like, we realized in BioShock that we were sent by Frank Fontaine, who faked his death 1 year before the events of the game, to kill Andrew Ryan and help Fontaine regain control of Rapture. But not only that, we found out that Fontaine genetically engineered us to kill Ryan. We were Ryan's illegitimate son, and Fontaine knew this. He stole our embryo. He grew up so that we will become a full-grown 19 years old man in a 2 years infant body. He conditioned us to do whatever he wanted, whatever Fontaine wanted to do by simply following the trigger phase, Would You Kindly. And Ken Levin masterfully hid this detail by giving us seemingly meaningless actions, like for instance picking up the wrench or activating a door or picking up a plasmid. All of these points in the game were specifically crafted in order to make us believe that we still had a choice, that we had some free will, and we were able to do this not because they were ordering to do so, but they were gently asking us to move like that. It didn't feel like an order or a command. It was a suggestion, an invitation. And it was only by reaching the specific point in the story of BioShock that the horrifying truth was revealed to us. All of this time, we never had a choice. We were doing exactly what Fontaine wanted us to do. And that's mind-blowing. It really broke the boundaries between the meta-narrative in video games. To the point that when the plot twist happened, the main question was, did we really have a choice in all of this? And then we have something else with BioShock Infinite. Because there was a different take on the matter of free will. In the end, we found out that we were the main antagonist. Unwillingly, we were our own worst enemy. Not in our reality, but in many other different realities. And that is why BioShock Infinite is so beautiful, because it's something I already said in previous live streams whenever I found myself talking about BioShock and the brilliance of BioShock Infinite. Because every element of the game, whether it's the story, or the game mechanics, or the in-game props and assets, it all works together like it's a massive puzzle. So BioShock, the first BioShock is strong because while it's a linear story, it has an amazing plot twist and themes. BioShock Infinite is amazing because the story feels less linear. It has a literal multi-dimensional narrative storytelling. And every element from the game, like I said, whether it's the weapons or the vigors or the songs that we listen through the game or the tears or the story and all the concepts and rules that are established for the story and the settings, everything works together just beautifully. And that's why the payoff for the ending is so great. Because of these distinctive elements, both the first Bioshock and Infinite are two of my top 10 all-time favorites. And I hope that by playing this game one more time, I also enticed you to give a closer look at Bioshock Infinite and why it is considered a masterpiece in the gaming industry. It's one of those games that must be played once in a lifetime. So with this being said, everyone, I know that we have 20 minutes left before the end of the stream, but I think we can stop here right now. And also, since we're so focused on playing Bioshock, I really don't want to go and spend the next 30 minutes or so playing a different game. You know what? Maybe we can see if we can. I can see if I can find a way to see some of the concepts for BioShock Infinite. The thing is that unfortunately I don't have a vertical webcam because otherwise I would have gladly shared with you the Italian version of the artbook for BioShock Infinite. It also detailed some of the concepts that would later be used in Burial at Sea. Like, for instance, one of the discarded concepts for the base game was the Vigor Junkie. There was this idea of these characters, similar to the Splicers, that were addicted to vigors, and they started they started having their bodies deeply transformed by the vigors they were consuming. For instance, the main concept was about a man who abused the shock jockey. And so he had all these electric crystals sprouting from his body. We saw something similar when we faced Cornelius Slate before his death. If you will notice, he had some sparkles and crystals protecting from his forehead, because he was immediately abusing the shock jockey. Then again, one of the things that I find the most funny about the concept for BioShock Infinite was all the iterations for the Undertow Vigor. Like they went through many different versions of the Vigor bottle. In fact, let me see if I can recover the concept art for the Undertow. There is just a single page, but I remember there were more versions of it. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can find a different image. So someone took a snapshot of the page for the Vigor Junkies. Oh yes, now I just found one of the most terrifying early concept arts for BioShock Infinite. Again, to drive the point that it was meant to be very closer to the first BioShock. Let me show you. For instance, here, this concept was about enemies who were altered by crossing many different timelines. The nouveau scarring concept art. Quantum Rifts splice different instances of a person together with greatly varying results. There were many different versions of a same person compressed into a single body. One of the most unsettling concept arts was a man with his face that included 3 different versions of himself. He, as himself as an infant, is a current version from the present, and then another versions of himself from the future, where he was all old and wizened. These are the various side effects of crossing through many different timelines and dimensions. Yeah, there it is. This comes from Pinterest. In this case, this man was deformed by crossing through a different tear. Or even this one. A man with multiple instances of his face on the same head. Top right, in this gruesome portrait, the act of traveling through tears has merged one man's younger self into his current elderly one to horrifying effects. Then here we have different versions of the motorized Patriot. Not just George Washington, but also Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and Abraham Lincoln for the motorized Patriot hijacked by the Vox Populi. Then there it is. Here we have the Vigor Junkie. Eventually, this concept was recycled for the first part of Burial at Sea, where we fight the plasmid junkies in the sunken ruins of Rapture. You can see the different degrees of addiction and how they deform the person's body. You also have this early version of the motorized Patriot. It sounded more like a mouthpiece, and he didn't have the same swagger or grandstanding of the current Patriots in the game. Like, this is just a generic automaton acting as a sort of propaganda, working propaganda automaton. The Auto Patriot, still equipped with the Peppermill machine gun, but less impressive. And then we came to see the final study for the motorized Patriot. Another preliminary subject was the Claw Daddy, inspired by the Big Daddy, and also very gruesome, because the concept was for this enemy to grab enemies and rip them in half with his powerful pincers. We also added this new concept of this stage magician using a combination of science and vigors. It feels more like a Tesla-inspired vigor junkie. Those are Tesla-powered gauntlets shooting lightning bolts, electromagnetic lightning bolts. These have to be the studies for the Lutesses. Then we have the renders for the Boy of Silence and the civilians. You have some studies for Elizabeth. Let's see, I still want to see if I could find the concept for the Undertow, because they're so hilarious. Otherwise, we can settle for this, but it's just a small part of all the various versions that they did for the bottle. So it makes me laugh because they were exploring different ideas for the concept of Undertow, a force that inevitably drags the subject into the ocean depths. Like we have a watery hand capturing someone, dragging it, or we have just the hand holding the rest of the bottle in many different motion, and then the concept, the other department decided, fuck that, let's just make it an octopus, and not with the wider. So let's call it a day, and that's the final version that we have for the game. It's a squid. It's a squid inspired bottle with a tentacle as a bottle cap to describe Undertow. In the end, it works because we can effectively summon water tentacles to drag the enemies towards us. But it still makes me laugh how all these various iterations for the bottle were much closer to a literal idea of Undertow, and then they decided to go for the giant squid. The same can be said for Murder of Crows and the Shock Jockey. Because, let's see. Shock Jockey. Now, these are the concepts for Murder of Crows and also the Shock Jockey. Let's see if I can... This is a Reddit post. I think it is really interesting that the Shock Jockey concept all involves Zeus, especially in such a Christian religious society. If you remember everyone, the commercial ad for the Shock Jockey talks about Zeus. So yes, plenty of the ideas for the Shock Jockey bottle revolved around the figure of Zeus, the god of the Greek god of lightning. And then we're left with this kind of generic design of the Shock Jockey that is closer to the commercial poster for the Vigor. The guy sitting on a lightning bolt and telling who needs the power company. And then let me see the Murder of Crows. Because there were also more different interesting iterations for the bottle. There it is. This has to be one of the concept artists for BioShock Infinite. Here you can see his various studies for Devil's Kiss. And there we have it. All the various ideas for the bottle design of Mother of Crows. You know what, everyone? I think it would be a nice idea to work on a vigor bottle like the one for Murder of Crows as the next major project for my art streams. Also, the original model for Mother of Crows had a darker choice of colors, not a combination of gray and blue as we see in the game. Something more a combination between black and dark brown, like an actual crow. Here the design for the Patriot capsules, sorry, for the Patriot pods. Even some weapon designs from concept to the in-game model. Even the studies for the upgrades. And yes, this was the preliminary design for the Skyhawk. I think this one looks a bit cumbersome. More industrial compared to the final product. This one was the smaller version that we saw in the preliminary demo for BioShock Infinite. These were the designs for the Peppermint machine gun. They were also working on a design for a mortar, but I guess it was eventually discarded from the final version. Then we have the RPG. Here looking more like a modern rocket launcher with a very retro aesthetic. Early battle design to support firing of rocket launchers. Then we have the concept art for the automatons, and the voxophones. In this case, they were referred to as portable logs. There were also some early designs for the start of the century jetpack. And this is the final model for the Skyhawk. The Fontaine back. Even a late 50s, early 60s Skyhawk. Yeah. So I hope you found all of this particularly interesting. I mean, some of these starting design for the Mother of Crows were cool, but in the end I think they're impractical. Like this one feels just too small because the bottle, the actual bottle that contains the liquid is small, and also this branch-like stand kinda makes the bottle look more fragile. Then this one with the wings is nice, but may be difficult to transport because the wings can be obstructive. This version here, it can also take a lot of space. The one that only includes the head of the crow is a bit reductive. But all these other versions that are way closer to the final product are much more interesting, especially this one where the bottle simulates the crow's feathers. Okay, well done everyone. At this point we can now effectively close the stream and conclude our 1999 mod run on BioShock Infinite. I hope you found this run interesting, and if you did, you want to see more content like this, like maybe more commemorative runs on games from the past, then please consider following my Twitch channel. As always, you can also find not just a Twitch but also YouTube channel. As always, you can also find me on Twitter, Mastodon, Blue Sky, and Instagram to stay up to date with the next live stream announcements. And also, don't forget you can join my Discord server at the following link right here to become a part of our budding community. With this being said, everyone, this was the last stream of the week. I wish, as always, a good night, a good game, and a good weekend. And hope to see you the next time, which is going to be next Monday. As per usual, I'm going to share the weekly schedule tomorrow evening on Discord, and then publish it as a story on Twitch and Instagram. But I can already tell you that we're gonna have only 3 streams for the next week, because as you know, I'll be attending this year's Svilup Party in Bologna for the entire weekend, and I won't be able to go live neither on Friday and Saturday. So now with this, no, let's see if we can find someone to raid. Maybe someone was also been playing BioShock Infinite. Otherwise, who else can we raid? There's Alana Pierce currently playing Saros. Hades is playing Baldur's Gate 3. There is a Wargstick currently playing BioShock Infinite. Let's see. There is Enke Derkat, and they're about to finish the game. Why not? We could try and raid them. So we can also see their live reaction. Okay. Enke Derkat. Let's see. And yes, everyone, the raid is about to begin, so please sharpen your keyboards. Let's get to give Enke Derkat and their community lots of support, and also to help spread the love for BioShock and shooters in general all across Twitch. So everyone, thank you again for the company for tonight. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, have a good night or a good time depending on where you are, and I'll see you the next week. Goodbye everyone, thanks so much for watching, now let's get ready for the BioShock raid, and I'll see you the next week. Thank you so much for the company everyone, again I hope you enjoyed this 1999 mode run on BioShock Infinite. Now let's go everyone, take care and goodbye.